Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video. Feels really awkward, but we're gonna do it. Alright, so to introduce myself, my name is Ashley. I'm a certified health coach through the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, or IIN. So I focused on holistic nutrition, health, wellness, and I also studied health in college as well. So, I love food. I like talking about food. I like eating food. So that's what the channel is going to be about. Mainly food, other kind of things kind of dipped in, fitness, relationships, spirituality, but mainly food, because who doesn't love food? Everyone loves food, right? So let's get started with the first video. Today, we're going to be talking about the term organic and what it really means. You know, so many times my clients will say to me, oh, I ate this thing and it was organic. And I'm just like, okay, cool, but what else was in there? You know, a lot of people have the misconception that organic means chemical free, pesticide free, and so naturally it is going to be healthier for them. But is that really the case? Okay, so let's start off with the definition from the USDA website, that is the United States Department of Agriculture, of what organic actually means. So, certified organic foods are grown and processed according to federal guidelines addressing soil quality, animal raising practices, pest and weed control, and the use of additives. Organic standards are designed to allow natural substances in organic farming while prohibiting synthetic substances. So, I think that is the reason why most people feel like organic food is so amazing, because it's like natural. Yeah, it's like, connecting with nature and there's nothing fake in it. But sometimes natural does not always mean better, and that's why something like arsenic, which is natural, is on the list of prohibited substances in organic farming. Obviously, you don't want arsenic in your food. It will kill you. Produce is considered organic if it's grown on soil that has had no prohibited substances on it for at least 3 years before harvest, and the equipment used for harvesting and the equipment used for farming has followed the same rules. There cannot have been any prohibited substances applied or used by it for the past 3 years. And prohibited substances are most synthetic fertilizers and pesticides and things like that. So now I'm sure you're wondering, where do these guidelines come from? Who's making it up? Is it Oprah? Is it the president? Is it an alien? Is it me? It's not me. It is a group of 15 volunteers. They are called the National Organic Standards Board, or NOSB for short. They have to have huge ties to the organic growing, community, for lack of a better word. Farmers, ranchers, suppliers, stuff like that. They can't just be, your local bus driver who is going to be deciding which substances are going to be allowed in organic farming and which substances aren't going to be allowed in there. The NOSB members have to use specific criteria when they're voting for which substances are going to be allowed and which are going to be prohibited. And the criteria include the need for the actual substance, or the impact it's going to have on environmental health, and of course on human health. Now the NOSB members can really vote in any kind of substance. It doesn't have to necessarily be organic. If an organic substance is not available at a scale large enough to cover all of the farms, then they can vote to introduce a non-organic substance to help with that farming. And where it gets a little crazy is that they can also vote in to use synthetic substances. Synthetic substances are allowed in organic farming. Now, the good thing about this, I know we're kind of panicking a little bit, oh my god, I've been not eating completely natural forever. The good thing about it is that the organic substances have to have a specific reason why they're going to be allowed. Now, I want you to keep in mind that when I say synthetic, I don't necessarily mean fake, I just mean man-made. And some examples of synthetic materials that are used in organic farming are chlorine dioxide, ozone gas, elemental sulfur, lime sulfur, and aspirin can actually be used in livestock production. Now remember, these things can only be used if they're not contaminating your food, your soil, and your water. Now remember, even though these synthetic substances can sometimes be very harmful to the environment and to your human health, they're only to be used in a specific manner. So pheromones can only be used as an insect repellent or a kind of natural pesticide, and ozone gas can only be used to make sure that the irrigation system is clean, and that is it, only as a disinfectant. If you want to see a bigger list and read the whole list, you can click the link down below. So once a farmer or a rancher follows all these guidelines, completely makes their farm organic, they contact the USDA and they send out a USDA accredited certifying agent that is going to go over their entire operation, make sure everything is good to go, following all the rules to sell you the best quality organic produce that is available. Now, once they get that green light from their accrediting agent, they can start marketing their things as organic, but they do have to make sure that they pass an annual exam, that agent's going to come back, look at everything over again, make sure everything is up to date, make sure everything is being followed, to make sure that seal, that green light, is valid from year to year. They don't just give it once and then the farm can do whatever they want. And now that brings us to the supermarket where you actually buy your stuff so you can come home and cook delicious meals and eat great food. Now let's start with fruits and vegetables. With fruits and vegetables, when you are looking at the little sticker that they stick on there that's really hard to get off sometimes, you have to scrub under the water to get all the sticky residue off, that sticker, the barcode on it has a number right under it, and if that number starts with the number 9 is the first digit in that number, that means that fruit or vegetable was organic. It was grown organically. If it doesn't start with 9, then it is not. It's conventional. If you want organic, put it down. If the supermarket is marketing it to you as organic and it doesn't start with 9, they're lying to you. Shut them down. Meat is considered organic if the livestock are raised in conditions that are close to their natural behaviors, like being able to graze on grass, if they're fed an 100% organic feed, and if they're not given any antibiotics or hormones. As for foods with multiple ingredients or packaged foods, if they are 100% organic, that means they're made only with organic ingredients, or those that are just regular organic, that means that they're made with at least 95% organic ingredients. Only those kinds of foods can put the official USDA organic seal on their packaging. Foods with at least 75% organic ingredients can put on their package made with organic ingredients, but they cannot use the seal. Only those that are at least 95% organic can use the seal on their packages. Now, if you're using the seal, or if you're saying that it's organic and it's not, the company can get fined up to $11,000 for false advertising. So a lot of companies will find their way around that by using kind of buzzwords. So they'll use things like all natural or from nature. They'll put a flower on the packaging or make it brown or green, nice bright colors that remind you of nature, to make you think that the food is actually healthier than it really is. And that is how the food industry gets you. But that's a whole separate video. We'll talk about that later. Okay guys, so there you have it. That is the breakdown on the term organic. Doesn't mean pesticide or chemical free, but it does mean that you are not going to be subject to as many chemicals and as many pesticides as conventional food. Now the actual number, the percentage of how much less pesticide you're introducing into your body and your home is I guess debated, but from what I could read, the average is about you're getting 2/3 less pesticides and chemicals than those who are ingesting conventional things. And also keep in mind that different countries have different organic standards. So this video was for the US standards. If you're getting your apples from Italy or your pears from China, those are going to have different organic standards in the US. So make sure you look up the organic standards in that country to see if you feel comfortable with the way they grow their organic produce. And please guys, just because if you're getting organic things, you're getting less pesticides, less chemicals, that doesn't mean that organic gummy bears or organic peanut butter cups are good for you. It's still candy, and candy is not good for you. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, comment in the comment box, let me know what videos you want to see, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.